Hey science friends, I found some other mystery minerals that I want you to help me to identify. This first mineral we will call mineral number 1. So I'm going to test some of the properties of mineral number 1, and then you will have an opportunity to try to identify it. It's going to be like a game, a mystery. Okay, so first thing I'm going to test is hardness, because it's one of the most informative properties about minerals. It really can eliminate a ton of minerals if it's based on its hardness. So I'm going to get materials that I know. Well, first I'm going to put on my goggles because that's the right thing to do whenever you're doing science. It's a good look right here. Going to test it with copper, which copper I know has a hardness of about 3-ish, 2-ish, 2.5, 3. So I'm going to scrape it on the copper. Here, let's move my camera here. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, and I have to wipe off because it could leave some remnants of the material on there. And when I rub it off and I feel for a scratch, it's probably got a hardness really close to copper's, because it feels like it scratches it. And when you look at it, right here where my finger is, it looks like it scratched it. Okay, so it is harder than copper. Now let's try it on glass. And already feeling it with glass, it is definitely not scratching it. It's not even making an indent. So when I write on my data chart, it is harder than copper, but softer than glass. And remember I said copper had a hardness of about 2.5. Glass has a hardness of about 5.5. So I know that the hardness of this mineral is somewhere in between 2.5 and 5.5. Next, I'm going to try transparency. It's always good to put to test transparency against a printed material. So when you look here, you can see perfectly through there. So I would definitely say this is a transparent mineral. Next, I'm going to test luster by holding it up to the light, and I have this great light behind me. Kind of looks like I'm glowing like an angel. And it has a glassy luster to it. It's got a little bit of, I mean, I could say it could be glassy to brilliant, because it does look kind of brilliant. Streak, since it's a lighter color mineral, I'm going to test it on a black streak plate. So I'm going to dust off my black streak plate. And when I test it, notice it has a white streak. Now, something that I know, I don't test this with all minerals because I know that a lot of minerals are not reaction with acid, but I know this mineral has a great reaction with acid, and I want you to see how cool it is. So I'm going to put my mineral on my paper towel, dust it off, and turn you around so that you can see the reaction with acid of this mineral. You're looking for bubbles. So I got to get my camera. And do you see it bubbling, friends? Kind of like a Coca-Cola when you open it up. Do you see those bubbles? This mineral does a great job. It reacts with acid so awesomely. And a little clue for you is that this mineral is found in a lot of our rocks around here. And so one way I try to identify those rocks is to look for that mineral by putting some acid on the rock. I'm going to clean it off. Okay. And then the last test, another test that I don't test with all minerals, but since this one's a transparent one, and I know this is true about this mineral, I am going to test light refraction. Light refraction is when you look through at a printed piece of paper and it kind of like blurs the image or makes it look like there's a double image. And so when I get a piece of paper, and it usually works better with typed words. So let me show you. And I look through here, I don't know if you can see, but it kind of looks like when I look through here, and you might not be able to see it, but it looks like not only that the image is blurred, but like it's a double image. Kind of hard to see through here, but it's something I know about this mineral. So here is your data chart. Let me get it, make sure it is filled in. And take a look at the data chart. Use this data to try to figure out what my mineral is from the chart. Good luck.